Free, free Palestine! No more nickels, no more dimes! Hey, good morning everybody. Irish Pepper 2A coming at you with another video. And I'm just going to talk a little bit more about the current protests that are going on. And the beginning of this video was meant to be referencing, does anybody notice that the masking thing is coming back in? All these people are all of a sudden, oh, we got to mask up. You know, they're covering their faces, they're wearing the face diapers again, or we're, maybe, some of the more people that want to, display something are wearing a shema, such as I was doing, and, all of a sudden, when did this become a thing again? I'm curious. Does anybody, let me know? I mean, you're not 6 feet apart. You're standing side by side. Why the masks? It's because you don't want people to know who you are. Don't bullshit me. Okay? So, we all know about, the protests in D.C., which was very large. New York is having them. They're all over the country. But one that's not really being really talked about is one that happened up in Tacoma, Washington, at a naval port, where the USS Cape Orlando was stationed there, reportedly to get arms and other supplies for the Israel army. The protesters showed up there, and they blocked off access to the ship with bicycles, cars. Probably knowing the way some of these protesters act, they showed up with freaking umbrellas. We all know how they roll. They're not the brightest people in the world, but they showed up at a U.S. naval. I don't know if it was a U.S. naval base. It was definitely a seaport, and it's a U.S. naval ship. Again, the Cape Orlando, blocking it. This is the second time that this ship has been protested. It was leaving out of Oakland, California a few weeks back, and protesters actually lashed themselves to parts of the ship in order to prevent its departure. So that was dealt with. Now they're up in Tacoma. They're trying to load this ship up, and these protesters are out here blocking it off. If it's being loaded up with supplies for Israel, munitions, anything like that, that's U.S. government property that they're blocking. So it's only going to take a spark on this fire for these people to FAFO. Sooner or later, something is going to give. Somebody's going to do something. Either whether that be one of the protesters or a member of the U.S. government is trying to get there. And when that happens, boy, it's going to be. It'll probably be like the summer of 2020 all over again, because this pot is ready to boil. I mean, it's already boiling. I'm sorry, it's getting ready to overflow. And when that happens, with the current talk of the FBI being that there's already cities on high alert, I mean, we are at like DEFCON 4.5 right now. So it's not going to take much for these fools to set something off. So if you haven't seen the story already, because we've been bombarded with other things. Oh, the Nashville shooter manifesto, 3 pages came out from Louder with Crowder. We all know about that. They're all, now you try and type in breaking news. All they want to talk about is the election and how Ohio ruled something about, the abortion rights and things like that. And, there's other talks about the protests, but stories like this one are not that popular. And that's what I like to bring to everybody's attention. The stuff that's going on behind the scenes and the stuff that is not real popular and that you might not know about. Doing a march on DC, you know, that's BS, man. It's been done. It's been done forever. You know, go back to the 60s. It's been done. You know, you're not breaking any new ground there. Okay, but stuff like this, you know, blocking off the ships, that is significant in my opinion. Because as I said, now you're starting to mess, you know, oh my lord, you know, you might even be, you know, encroaching up on a almost like a January 6th type thing, you know, which, you know, those folks are still sitting in jail. People sitting there blocking off a U.S. naval ship, you know, don't you do that. Give me a break. So, guys, stay aware. Look up this story. Look up the USS Cape. Look up the Cape Orlando in Tacoma. Read it. I had a pretty good article. I like going on the news site Al Jazeera right now. That is, I'm getting some good information there because they're right in the thick of it. And again, in my opinion, they're telling it like it is. They have nothing to lose because they're a foreign press agency. So do yourselves a favor, keep up on things, and watch out where you're going in the future, because we are not far from something extremely bad is going to happen. All right, Irish Pepper 2A, I'm going to sign off. I hope you all have a blessed day. Take care. Be safe.